So you've recently been through a breakup and then you decided to take the plunge and go no contact with your ex. But then you made a mistake and broke no contact. Did you ruin your last chance, or is there still hope to win them back? Well, in this video, I'll cover some different scenarios that could have led to your slip up and tell you what your chances are going forward. I'll also let you know what to do next if you still want to win them back. Hey guys, I'm Brad Browning, world-renowned breakup coach and author of the X Factor Guide. I've helped thousands of broken-hearted people around the globe get a second chance with the one they love. If you're hoping to win back your ex, you're not alone. Subscribe to my channel now, and I will be there to help you through this difficult time. Now, before we get started, what exactly is no contact? Well, I'm sure you probably already know, but for those who don't, no contact is the practice of cutting off contact with your ex for around 30 days after a breakup. Now, this means no phone calls, no texts, no emails, no accidentally running into them at the gym or their favorite restaurant. Just 30 days of working on yourself. Now, I recommend this to people who are trying to win their ex back, but it's actually equally valid if you're just trying to move on from the breakup as painlessly as possible. Now, while it can be extremely difficult, it really is the only path forward for reasons that I cover in plenty of my other videos here on my channel. So check the related videos on the right or down in the description below to learn more about no contact. And if you're still watching this video, that means you probably broke no contact and you're wondering what to do next. First off, don't panic. This is much more common than you realize. In fact, it's your desire to reach out to an ex against your better judgment that makes the no contact rule so important. Obviously, this is someone you care about a whole lot. They bring you comfort since you're going through a difficult time right now because of their absence. It's perfectly natural to want to hear their voice once in a while, but by the same token, if you really do want them back for good, it's essential that you maintain no contact for 30 days. So what happens if you break no contact? Have you missed your one chance to get them back? Well, the short answer is it depends. Let's look at a couple of different scenarios here. Worst case scenario, you got drunk and sent your ex some kind of long rambling text message at 2 a.m. telling you how much you miss them and begging for a second chance. And maybe in response you got some variation of no, leave me alone, or simply no response at all. I'm not going to lie to you, this doesn't look great for you. Reaching out to your ex directly like this is only going to make them more confident in their decision to end things. Obviously, their feelings about you are complicated to say the least, and they're trying their hardest not to cave in return to you. By putting them on the spot, you've allowed them an opportunity to say no to you once and for all. And this is why I recommend that you tread lightly when you try to reconnect with your ex. The goal is not to give them an opportunity to reject you outright like this. Instead, you should slowly reconnect with them and spend time with them without any expectations or pressure. With that in mind, let's talk about a few other scenarios. Here's a common one. You ran into your ex at the grocery store and you stopped to say hello and chit-chat for a few minutes. This is actually totally fine and not something that I would even consider to be breaking no contact at all. Obviously, it would have been better if you could have avoided them outright, but unless you went to the grocery store hoping to run into them, then this really isn't a big deal, and I'd recommend you just pretend like it never happened and find another grocery store next time. And then there's what I consider the best case scenario. And that's that it's maybe been 25 days or so since you went no contact, and you reach out to them during the day with a simple message just to see how they were doing, and they responded positively and seemed pleased to talk to you. So which of these scenarios mean that you completely ruined your chances with your ex? Well, the answer is none of them are. In fact, some estimate that over 80% of people will fail at no contact at least once. And while it's never a good idea to break no contact, it's really not the end of the world. Unfortunately, this little slip up does mean that you often have to reset the clock to zero and begin the 30 days all over again. Think of this moment next time you're thinking about giving them a call in the middle of the night. So what's next? I'm going to make it very simple for you. In almost any situation where you broke no contact, my advice is this. You need to recommit to the process and try your best not to mess it up again. So the next time you want to reach out to your ex, reach out to a friend instead. If you're worried you might run into them somewhere, well, avoid that place as much as possible just for the next 30 days. Remember that it's called no contact, not some contact. You need to be willing to see this through to the end if you want to get the results that you're looking for. Trust me, guys, I've helped thousands of people in your situation, and no contact is almost always the first step to winning back an ex. This time apart is crucial for both you and your ex to process the breakup. It also allows your ex to really miss your presence in their life and wonder if they made a mistake by ending things. And that time on your own will give you space to improve yourself and make yourself a more desirable partner to them when the time does come for reattraction. But all of this does go out the window if you slip up and contact them, so try to be strong and remember that you're doing this for a reason. But maybe now you're wondering, will no contact work as well the second time around? Well, I won't lie to you, it's going to be less effective after you've broken it, but that doesn't mean you don't still have a chance. Remember that you two had a strong bond, and that won't just disappear just because one or two slip-ups on your part. That said, it's hard to know your chances without hearing about your specific situation. So that's why I've created my free quiz at breakupbrad.com/quiz. All it takes is 5 minutes and a few simple answers about your breakup and your situation, and you'll get a personalized result telling you if you and your ex are still meant to be or if it's a lost cause. You can take that quiz now again at breakupbrad.com/quiz. Now, let's talk about our best case scenario again, because my advice for this one is a little bit different. Now, this goes for any situation where you broke no contact and you have established an ongoing dialogue with your ex that you're kind of afraid to mess up. Now, if it's been, 25 plus days since you went no contact and your ex is being really friendly towards you since you reached out, I think it's probably all right that you leave the no contact phase behind and begin to move into reattraction. But you do have to be careful. Don't let this become, a pen pal relationship where the two of you, text here and there while you slowly grow apart and move on. Instead, push for an in-person meeting as soon as you safely can. Keep it casual, but concrete. I actually recommend, that you have a believable reason that you really need or want to see them in person. They clearly already want to see you, but they're afraid that this is going to lead to, a serious relationship talk. So if you can give them an excuse to see you that seems legitimate, you're one step closer to your end goal. I even sometimes recommend asking them to do you like a small favor. For example, maybe you need a ride to the airport or help planning an upcoming trip. Whatever it is, just show them how grateful you are for their help and use this good energy to reconnect on a positive note. Remember that no contact is only effective if you're willing to commit to it for the long haul. The reason it's so difficult is the same reason that it works so well. So whenever you miss your ex, remember that they're missing you just as much, if not more, during this time. And thanks guys for watching this video all the way to the end. If you'd like more advice about your breakup, just head over to breakupbrad.com now to see my full free tutorial video containing all of my best tips for getting your ex back. That's it for this video. Look forward to seeing your comments below, and thanks for watching.